Prosecutors of trans people want to declare all of us as violent terrorists. However, the data suggests the opposite. A study of mass shootings in public places that resulted in 4 fatalities, excluding the shooter, cis males were the perpetrators in 98% of the shootings, cis female shooters accounted for 2%, and transgender people accounted for less than 1%. If all 7 shooting incident attackers included in Gorka and Fox News lists were counted, that would be 7 out of 4,147 mass shootings from 2018 to 2025, based on Gun Violence Archive data, a rate of 0.17%. The NCTE has not heard of a single instance of a transgender person harassing a non-transgender person in a public restroom. Those who claim otherwise have no evidence that this is true and use this notion to prey on the public stereotypes and fears about transgender people. A survey of 28,000 transgender or diverse gender people in 2015 showed the following. 24% had their presence in a particular bathroom questioned or challenged. 12% were verbally harassed, physically attacked, or sexually abused when accessing or using a bathroom. 9% had access to the bathroom effectively denied. Transgender people are over 4 times more likely than cisgender people to experience violent victimization, including rape, sexual assault, and aggravated or simple assault. In addition, households with a transgender person had higher rates of property victimization than cis households. Between May 1st, 2024 and May 1st, 2025, the GLAAD Alert Desk tracked 932 anti-LGBTQ incidents in 49 U.S. states and the District of Columbia, the equivalent of 2.5 incidents every day. 52 of all incidents were also specifically targeting trans and gender non-conforming people. Transgender and gender non-conforming people were disproportionately targeted by hate-fueled violence, with the alert desk tracking at least 26 injuries and 1 death motivated by anti-trans hate specifically. Compared to the last year, incidents against trans people increased by 14%. Here are Google searches for the keyword shemale. Note how the highest concentration of searches corresponds to Republican strongholds, particularly in the South. And here is a chart of Google searches for the keyword femboy, showing very similar results. A lot of risque Republicans there. Data finds Republicans are obsessed with searching for trans porn, with more than 4.7 million transgender porn-related Google searches each month per Ahrefs.com. Do Republicans represent those searching the most? The answer is a definite yes. In the U.S., 3.3% of high school students identify as transgender, and another 2.2% question their gender, according to a U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention survey. The survey found 72% of transgender and gender questioning teens experienced persistent feelings of sadness and hopelessness in the past year. These teens also reported higher rates of bullying at school compared with peers. About 1 in 4 transgender students said they had attempted suicide in the past year. Trans and gender nonconforming people were the targets of 485, 52%, of the 932 incidents in study data, marking a 14% increase from last year's data. These cases of assault and harassment coincide with Donald Trump's anti-trans executive orders, as well as his $212 million ad campaign attacking trans people during the 2024 election. Transgender people are not the threat. Right-wing hate-mongering is the threat. Supposedly straight, white, cisgender males are the threat.